Welcome back, everyone. Finding a comfortable seat. Well, first let's start with what you're gonna need today. So we're gonna need a bolster, some blocks, a strap, and 2 tennis balls. And again, if you don't have blocks, bolsters, it'll be fine using pillows, using blankets, using books, a stretchy exercise band, the string from your robe. You don't have tennis balls, you can use golf balls, baseballs, little rubber balls, anything you have to help make your practice more accessible, more gooey. So putting me on pause, getting what you need, and when you're ready, finding a comfortable seat on the edge of your bolster or your blocks, depending on what you have. Just attempting to find some elongation of the spine, closing the eyes or finding a soft gaze, hands come to the knees, starting with a clearing inhale, slow through the nose and into the belly, allowing the chest to fill with air, no gaps in between the exhale. Blowing out the mouth. Again, inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. The theme of today's class is going to be presencing yourself in the here and now. When we worry about the future, that's what causes feelings of anxiousness within the body. And when we worry about the past, that's what causes symptoms of depression or reliving past experiences that may or may not serve you. The only real moment is the one here and now. And how can you presence yourself and make yourself more receptive to the energies going on around you, fully feeling them, whether positive or negative in that moment, allowing yourself to process and not hold on. So I'm going to stop talking for a minute and you focus on your inhaling and your exhaling and stilling the mind, bringing yourself to the present moment. Allowing yourself to drop into the body, into the heart or the womb. Feeling any sensation that might be arising. And because my YouTube followers like a shorter practice, we'll gently flutter the eyes open, making our way into our usual neck stretches. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, right fingertips come down to the mat. Left ear comes down to left shoulder as the left fingertips grab onto the right ear. Pressing hand and head into each other simultaneously, seeking sensation in the right side of the neck. Checking in with the spine, are you still tall? And on the next exhale, leaving the head exactly where it is in space as you release the hand, finding the pad of the left hand and bringing it underneath your right collarbone, pinning the skin down and to the right. Today's class is going to be all about opening up through the neck, through the shoulders, through the chest and the upper body. So just warming up the area a bit. Taking that to center as we take it to the other side. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, left fingertips come down to the mat as right ear drops to right shoulder. Right fingertips grab onto the left ear as we press the hand and the head into each other simultaneously. Remembering to breathe deeply, thinking about sending the breath into the area that you're stretching. Checking in with the elongation of the spine. And on the next exhale, removing the hand as you find the pad of the right hand, bringing it underneath the left collarbone, pinning the skin down and to the left. Again, checking in, are we sitting up tall? Breathing into the expansion. And let it go. We're gonna be workshopping the heck out of child's pose today. So just taking different variations from hands and knees. If you have a knee sensitivity, I would highly recommend putting a blanket under your knees. I don't, so I'm not going to, but that might really serve your practice. So having your blocks handy, not quite using them yet, making your way into tabletop. Inhale. Exhale, sending the hips back as the arms come out long, third eye hits the mat, making this pose a little bit more active than usual. So gently pressing through the hands. We're just gonna hold for 3 rounds of breath. Last deep breath here. And dropping the elbows to the mat, hands come into prayer, bringing that prayer behind the back of the neck. Feeling it in the triceps here, and even in the shoulders if you press into the mat through the elbows ever so gently. Breathing deeply. And on your next exhale, releasing the hands to the mat, bringing the blocks out in front of you, placing the hands on the blocks, dropping the third eye to the mat, and pressing your hands into the blocks. Sending the breath to the shoulders, chest, working on creating quite a bit of space here. And invitation to remove the left block, bringing the left hand to the earth, and pressing into the right hand, left ear can come down to the mat. What we do on one side, we must do on the other. So bringing the left block back into here and removing the right. Right ear can come down to the mat, pressing through the left hand. And making our way into tabletop. We'll inhale, lifting right arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, releasing the back of the right hand to the left hip. Should be really feeling the opening in the chest. Maybe your hand reaches down and your palm's trying to grab your shirt, your thigh, your pant leg, something. Or leaving the back of the hand at the left hip if that feels too intense in your body. Oh. Sending that right arm back up in space. Inhale. Exhale, thread the needle. Right arm comes underneath left. Left arm can stay rooted to the earth, and you can press into it to seek sensation in that right shoulder, or take it passively, extending the left arm out in front of you. Slowly coming up, taking it to the other side. Inhale, left arm rises to the ceiling. Exhale, bringing the back of the left fingertips to the right hip. Maybe flip the arm and try and grab onto your shirt, your thigh, or your pant leg. And if it's there, and only if it's there, maybe you drop the neck and let the head hang heavy towards the side, towards the right side. 2 more rounds of breath here. And releasing that left arm back towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, thread the needle. Left arm comes underneath the right. Again, option to seek sensation. Pressing the right hand into the floor and pressing into the left elbow. Or passively extending right arm out in front of you. Relaxing into that twist in the upper body. On the next exhale, making your way back into tabletop position, taking a few cat-cows here. Inhale, heart towards the ceiling, sit bones towards the ceiling, core is engaged, crown is reaching for the ceiling. Gaze can be up or in front of you, no crunching in the neck. Exhale, gaze comes between the legs, big arch in the upper body, almost turtle shelling the upper back, core is engaged. Crown reaches down to the ground without causing any sinking into the shoulders. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. From here, tucking the toes, sending the hips up and back to our first downward facing dog. Feels so good to get off the ground, pedal it out, check in with your alignment. Pointer fingers facing forward, causing a slight external rotation of the shoulder blades, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, stepping the feet together. Exhale, right leg lifts up. Inhale. Exhale, shooting the right leg out towards the right thumb. Inhale to rise into warrior one. Exhale to pivot the back foot at a 45-degree angle, bringing the front fingertips down to a block or between big toe and second toe. Pyramid pose. Maybe you take a bind here, bringing this hand back in space and sending the right hand back in space, the left hand to reach for those fingertips. That is not within my practice today. Offering it for those of you who it is. From here, bending the front knee, bringing the right elbow on top of that knee, left hand shoots up and over, taking a bit of a side stretch. And on your next exhale, walking the hands towards the center, forward fold, reaching behind the ankles if you can, or keeping the hands on the earth, walking them towards the back of the room. From here, rotating both feet towards your left side of your body. Inhale, rising into that warrior one. Exhale, pivoting that back foot, taking a pyramid pose on the other side. Again, using a block if you need to. Maybe you take a bind, a little bit closer on that side, or staying in that pyramid, wherever you're at today. Let's cardinal the arms forward towards the front of the mat as we swing our right foot back to meet the fingertips, forward fold. Inhale, hands towards the shins for halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back, plank position. Inhale, rock forward on those tippy toes. Exhale, lowering all the way down to the mat. Third eye hits the earth. Inhale, heart towards the ceiling, baby cobra. Exhale, as you open up the legs, send the hips back to sit towards your heels for a child's pose. Making your way up to a seated position for our seated twist. Let's go ahead and extend both legs out in front of us. We'll inhale to bring right foot across left knee. Exhale, arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, twisting to the right. Right arm comes behind the body, left elbow to right knee. Inhale, finding extra length in the spine. Exhale, twist, gazes over the right shoulder. Coming out of that twist as we extend both legs out in front of us. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, twisting to the other side. Left foot comes over right knee. Right elbow is on top of left knee. Left hand behind the body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Making our way out of this posture as we take it into center, grabbing our strap. Maybe you're cross-legged on a block. Maybe you're sitting on your knees. Finding the strap with the right hand, draping the right fingertips over the left shoulder, reaching for those fingertips with the left hand and hold. Let it go. Same thing on the other side. Grabbing the strap with the left hand, left finger draped under right shoulder, reaching for those fingertips with the right hand. Opening up through the chest here. 2 more deep rounds of breath. Checking in with the mind. Are you still in the present moment? And flipping onto our backs, making sure your tennis balls and your straps stay close by. As you come onto the back, taking some rock and rolls. Legs reach over the head and coming to seated. A massage for the back and some engagement for the core. Continuing with those rock and rolls, and if it's within your practice, sending those legs back up and overhead from plow pose. Maybe you interlace the hands behind the back. Slowly coming out of plow if you were there. All roads lead to lying on our back. Grabbing a strap here, legs out behind you. Inhale, exhale, right knee into chest, bringing the strap around the right foot, grabbing on so you have some leverage and kicking through that right foot. It's tall, like as if you're standing on the ceiling, and bringing it in towards the body, feeling the stretch in the hamstring, allowing the band and the foot to resist each other. On the next inhale, taking the right foot out to the side. Again, the foot in the band. Cause resistance. Maybe you pull up and down, side to side, taking what your body needs. And on the next exhale, bringing the right foot across the body. Maybe you only hang on to the straps with the left hand, and you open up the right arm to a T-like position, gaze over the right fingertips. Taking that into center, letting it go. Taking a beat here, just noticing the difference between the two sides. Inhale. Exhale, wrapping the strap around that left foot this time, grabbing the ends, and standing like you're standing on the ceiling. Foot is engaged. Inhale. Exhale, pulling that foot back towards the body. And on the next exhale, opening up that left leg towards the left side. Using one or two hands to hang on to the straps. Seeking sensation, however feels right in your body. Inhale. Releasing, exhale. As you bring the leg across the body to the right side, left arm out to a T. Gaze over the left shoulder. Taking your way back into center as you release the strap, finding your tennis balls here, bringing them underneath the big bony muscle of the neck where the neck and the shoulders meet each other. Feet rooted to the earth, knees knocked together, spine surrendered to the earth. Maybe you send a block under the hips to intensify sensation if you don't feel it, if you hold tight knots in this area. Removing the block, taking the tennis balls down an inch, and releasing that spine to the earth. Removing the balls and inserting them right where the shoulder blades end. And last spot, surrendering the spine to the earth. Removing the tennis balls, legs straighten out in front of you, palms towards the ceiling, making your way into your Shavasana, your final resting pose, staying here as long as you like. For those of you who have to get about your day, rolling onto your favorite side fetal position, using the bicep as a pillow. Inhale. Exhale, coming